Network. Today we are hosting a very special guest that I'm so excited to introduce you to. If you have any questions during our interview today, please make sure to comment and let us know, and we'd be happy to answer your questions. So without further ado, I will go ahead and welcome our guest. Hi, Kelly.
Good afternoon. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. It's wonderful to have you here today, Kelly. And Kelly and I have known each other for a number of years, but I will spare you the sad introduction and let you introduce yourself. So Kelly, if you could tell us a little bit more about your family as well as your business.
Yeah. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I am married and have 3 kiddos, ages 2 boys and a girl. Brody is 12, Elliot is 10, and Georgia will be 7 tomorrow. So as far as my business, I own a healthy living real food website called ohlardy.com with a business partner. Her name's Tamara. And we basically empower people to live their happiest and healthiest lives through simple online in-person workshops that really focus on the power and the healing power of nourishing foods and essential oils as well. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
That's great. And so tell us a little bit more about when you started your business and how you're doing this, because from what I understand, your business partner doesn't even live in the same state as you, right?
That's right. That's right. And it was out of the necessity to have a place to put all of the things that we were learning really about real food and have just kind of a central location, because I think both of us similar journey. Well, I was learning just in raising my small family, I was constantly looking for ways that I could support their wellness. And I was learning about soaking grains and fermenting foods and making my own bone broth. I started keeping chickens in my backyard, and I learned that my, at the time, acquaintance, Tamara, was doing the same thing. She doesn't have chickens because she can't, but when I learned that she knew what kombucha was and Waterkeeper, I was like, we need to talk because all my friends think I'm weird. So we just kind of connected, and a mutual friend of ours, that's kind of how we met, suggested we start a website. And both of us at the time had just been sharing articles and things we were learning on Facebook, and I'm sure driving all of our friends mad or crazy, just with all of the information. And so we decided, let's have a blog that we can just put it all on, and if people want to learn about it, they can come. And what started out as a hobby quickly turned into a business where we can serve people and help them be healthy. And that's really kind of what it came down to. So, and Tamara being in Chicago, how that works, fortunately, all of our business is online. So it's a 50/50 partnership, and we share blog posts. And when we brought Young Living on board, that's another income stream that we have. So we just manage it all online, and having an online business and having the ability to connect the way we can with all of the people that we're serving through blog posts, through Facebook, through Zoom calls has made it really easy. Technology.
That's great. So can you tell me, so it sounds like this started out really just as a hobby, a passion, and trust me, I love reading your blog posts and reading your articles. You know, I've got kombucha brewing in my kitchen right now. So what was your greatest aha moment when you realized, wow, this is so much more than a hobby? You know, we have a real business here.
Right. So my biggest aha moment, really, I feel like there hasn't been like a single moment that has really defined that whole aha moment feeling. But I I feel like a lot of them happen. I'm in the right place, I'm on the right path. When anytime anyone contacts me and tells me that something that we have put out into the universe and something that we have done, advice we've given, whatever, has changed their life in a positive way. I mean, it seriously makes me cry every time. Whether it's like I just started fermenting food and I've noticed a huge change in my gut health, or I used lavender last night and it helped me sleep really well. Doesn't matter. It just makes me, it just reaffirms in my heart that I'm doing the right thing and I'm right where I'm supposed to be right now. If that makes sense.
Oh, it absolutely makes sense. I love that message, and I can just, feel the passion that you have for the business that you've built. So I am curious to know, this was not something we scripted or talked about ahead of time. How do you create revenue streams that are sustainable? So first off, it's not just you running this business. You've got a business partner. So like you said, it's a 50-50 split. And I understand you have an income stream through Young Living. Are there multiple revenue streams that you guys are building? So if we've got other moms out there that love to write and want to start blogging and share the things that they're doing, what piece of advice do you have for them as far as creating revenue so that this is more than just a hobby?
We have several revenue streams that come into our business. At first, it was ad revenue, just serving ads on our website. As we grew, we decided that we needed to have, we wanted to put content into one single place where people could get it. And so we created our Oh Lardy's Guide to Keeping Chickens or Keeping Backyard Chickens. That's an ebook. We created several ebooks on fermenting foods, on bone broth, most recently on an essential oils one. And so those just kind of live on our site and are constantly being promoted. And it's essentially residual income that just kind of keeps coming in over time. But creating a paid content based on what if someone's writing, if someone's, whether it be a coaching program or whatever they're doing, creating paid content around that is easy and doable. And there's plenty of courses out there that can teach you how to do that, whether it just be having webinars to teach on XYZ, where people can come and learn, because a lot of people are taking advantage of things like webinars and things like online classes because they're relatively inexpensive and they can do it right from their home, and it's just easy. So we have ad revenue. We also have another way we serve ads is just through direct ads, meaning people can buy an ad on our site. We can do a sponsored post for someone. And an example for that would be like we love Perfect Supplements hydrolyzed collagen. And so we might write a post on the benefits of collagen for Perfect Supplements, and they'll pay us to do that. Let's see, I'm probably forgetting some. Young Living is a huge income stream for us, so we do dedicate a lot of time to that. But basically that is, and we're affiliates. We're also affiliates for other products that we support, and that could be through, Amazon, or through other ebooks that we support and then we recommend to people. We're affiliates for that. So
that's great.
That's legit.
Wonderful. So share with us, Kelly, what has been your biggest challenge in your business thus far?
It's doing everything, finding the time to do it all. That has been really challenging. And I have learned time management is something that I constantly struggle with because it's not just, if I have my hour, what am I going to accomplish in my hour? That's easy. The hard part is the whole day and managing, balancing priorities. Family, I'm home, I'm working from home, and I'm home, and I'm blessed to be able to do so that I can, raise my family. And the hard part is finding a good balance between doing the work that I love and wanting to do it all the time to, having work hours essentially and slowing down and not answering the phone or being tied to the phone, because the phone is that's how I communicate with everyone through email, it's just like a lifeline to my business. And so being able to manage my time effectively to accomplish, for sure. Something I constantly work with.
Yeah, I think most moms do. And, it's so interesting because I think that so many women are seeking out, what is my passion? What am I passionate about pursuing? And then once you do find that passion, the question is, how do you balance that, right, with your family? It's really hard. So my next question for you, Kelly, is what advice would you give to other momstrong entrepreneurs?
Excuse me. Finding a good time management system would be number one. But really, I think that whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. I find I hear a lot of women that really are kind of dreaming small. They're dreaming within their comfort zone. For example, if I could get one life coaching session sold this month, that would be great. But I'm just thinking, like, why one? Like, why wouldn't you just dream bigger? Because a lot of people dream small. And so I definitely would say dream big, because you can do it. And if you can write it down and get it done, it's going to happen. Do the hard stuff, the stuff that's scary, that's been challenging, and really create your vision. And when you have that, dream big, and nothing's going to stop you, because it all falls into place.
I love that advice. Dream big. That is awesome. Such a good piece of advice for our momstrong entrepreneurs. So tell me, we're going to kind of switch gears here a little bit. If you woke up tomorrow and you lost everything, you're starting again from ground zero, what would you do?
I would probably cry a lot, but I like to say that what I've been doing really has fueled me and my soul, and I do believe that I would pick myself up by my bootstraps and start all over again. I've definitely learned, I think it would happen faster the second time around, because I've definitely learned a lot of things and made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I still feel like if that were to happen, there's still lives that I can change, and there always will be. So
that is so true. All right. So sticking with the crazy, unforeseeable things, if you were stranded on a deserted island, what 3 things would you want in your backpack?
I hate that question because it's so limiting and there's so many options. I'd say the first thing that came to mind is frankincense essential oil. I feel like that is a very versatile essential oil, and I would like to have that with me. But then I would need to, what I need to do, I need to survive. A knife, I probably want a sharp knife, and something to create fire with. So maybe a flint lighter or something like that. I'm sure I would need a lot more, but
you get 3 things in your backpack. It's a tiny. It's like a fanny pack.
It's like a fanny pack. I would say my cell phone, my Mophie charger. And, no, I'm kidding.
All right, so let's bring it back to reality now for just a moment. How many hours of sleep did you get last night, Kelly?
Ooh, I probably solid 8 hours last night.
Wow, that's awesome. And tell us, what is your favorite food?
Oh man.
Yeah, I know you have to pick one.
One?
One.
I'd say Mexican food.
Mexican food. Well, you're in a good place. You're in a good place for it. So are you listening to a book or a podcast right now that you want to share with our listeners?
You know what? I just finished Richard Bliss Brooks' Mach 2 with Your Hair on Fire. Quick read. I really liked it. It was all about creating a vision. And I actually gave it to my 12-year-old son because I was like, I think he would like this. But it's all about finding self-motivation and really envisioning what you want to happen and or what you want to manifest. And by doing so, you'll be able to find the right motivation to get it accomplished. And so it was really cool. I liked the book a lot. It was really easy to read. Podcasts, I do like Richard Bliss Brooks' podcasts on, he has a Heroes Call series. I've been listening, I like John Acuff. I think he's hilarious, and I enjoy listening to him. Who else was I listening to recently? MJ Durkin, I like his style. He's all about serving people, so that sits well with me. It's just a couple. You?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. So tell me, what is your favorite quote?
Favorite quote?
Yes. Do you have a favorite quote?
Oh man. Hold on. I did.
Yes, you can pull it up. I will give you a moment to pull it up.
Give me a moment. I did read something this morning that I was like, yes. And it was very new. Oh, I like this one. Yes. And this is just because it's the most recent one, but I do like a lot of quotes. It was opportunity, and this is Thomas Edison. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and it looks like work.
It looks like what?
Work.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Roll up our sleeves. Let's get to work. Yeah, that's fantastic. So before we wrap it up and you let our viewers know what the best way is to get in touch with you, do you have any parting words of wisdom for our entrepreneurial moms?
You know what? I heard something recently that I really liked. A lot of entrepreneurial moms or moms, women, people in general have usually a why statement, why they're doing what they're doing. And a lot of people are encouraged to come up with one of those. Like, define your why. What is your purpose? And I listened to someone recently that was talking about that very thing, but he said he had a different spin on it. And his question that you were to ask yourself was, what makes you get out of bed in the morning? What drives you? And on the flip side, what really pisses you off? What really makes you angry enough to want to do something about it? And so having those two things just is a different way to define your why. But you can have I feel like they're two different things, but they kind of are they're very much connected. And that why I get out of bed in the morning to serve all of these people and help them change their lives and help them live healthy lives is a little bit different than my overall why, which is, well, I haven't thought about this recently, but what I'm ultimately doing is creating financial freedom for my family so that we can say yes to whatever we want. So they're a little bit different. But having people or moms out there can think about whatever it is that fuels your fire and just stirs your soul. What is that makes you get out of bed in the morning, and defining that? Because honestly, sometimes you don't want to do it or because it's hard and you want to quit. Why you want to get out of bed.
Yeah, I think that's huge. Knowing why you're getting out of bed, more than just your family, more than just your children. Why are you getting up and going to work, even if your work is not outside of your home? I think that's so important to have that clear vision of why you're doing what you're doing, because, all of us mom entrepreneurs, we're not doing something because it's interesting today or because we think it's going to be fun for the next 3 or 6 months. We're committed to our purpose. We're committed to what it is that we're passionate about. And I think that's so important to have that clarity, because it's a roller coaster, isn't it? I mean, you've ups, you've got downs, and, might not feel like doing something one day, but I think that professionalism really comes through with the consistent activity and showing your commitment, whether it's your commitment to your audience, your commitment to your business, your commitment to your family, your commitment to your own personal mission. So I think that's so important. So Kelly, what is the best way for our viewers to get in touch with you?
With me, you can email me at kelly@ohlardy.com. That's OHLARDY.com. You can visit our website, which is www.ohlardy.com. We're on Facebook. Just search ohlardy.com. You'll find us. Those are the easiest. We're also on Instagram. We're on Pinterest and Twitter. You can find us there just by searching Oh Lardy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll be sure to include links to reach Kelly below. And thanks again, Kelly. It was so great to see you.
Well, so good to see you.
Have a great afternoon. We'll
Bye.
talk soon. Bye-bye. All right. I'm still here.